MEP'S, week 8, top 7. Last week, 3 and 4, not so good. Overall, doing pretty well so far. All right, let's get to this week's picks. Number 7 pick, we're going to the farm. Taking Stanford, covering 4.5. Not worried about Stanford playing back-to-back bad games here, as they should have no issues taking out the Bruins at home, who are pretty good, but they've had a couple slow starts on the road this year, and I think their slow start on Saturday will slow them down enough for the Cardinals to come out on top. Number 6 pick, we're taking Nut U, CQ's favorite name for Ball State. And Kanapke's boy, Keith Wenning, covered 19 at Western Michigan. I might have taken this one if it was 28. The boat is sank, or it's at least got a hefty leak down in Kalamazoo, and PJ Fleck is embarrassing on and off the field as he tries to disassociate himself from NIU, which honestly makes no sense. Number 5 pick, we're taking ND, the Irish, covering 3 against USC. Catching up on a little of last year's highlights here. And one thing I think the Irish have going for them is USC hasn't played a good road game yet this year. Hawaii doesn't count. They got blasted at Arizona State. Cody Kessler had not looked good in either game. They were fired up at home, but they're not at home anymore. They're taking on the rivals who had a week off. Sheldon Day back on the D-line. I think Tommy Rees gets another win against USC. Number 4 pick, taking Pittsburgh, covering 10 versus ODU. This pick I did not find until this afternoon, as it's only on one sportsbook with a lot of strange non-information out there. But I think they should have no issues covering the 10 versus ODU. ODU is just not able to score enough points, I believe, against a decent Division I team, and I like Tom Savage and the Panthers to take that one. Number 3 pick, we're taking Wyoming, Brett Smith, MEP's boy, covering 7 versus Colorado State. And I think Brett Smith, he keeps winning games for Wyoming. They might rename it the Ragtime Cowboy Brett. But either way, I know he listens to this before every game. Come on, how awesome is this? Yeah, and seriously, how weird are people in Wyoming? All right, number 2 pick, it's Beaver season in Corvallis. It's going to be Beaver season out there in Cal this weekend, as Cal's depleted defense won't be able to slow down Sean Mannion, who leads the country in tutties and in passing yards. They'll have no problems beating Cal by a few scores. Sorry about that, Denise and Dorn. Cal's just going to have a rough year. Let's hope next year's a little better. Number 1 pick, we're taking Clemson, getting 3 at home, which is a little surprising to me. I thought they would be slightly favored. But Famous Jameis on the road, I am a fan, even though I don't like Free Shoes U. But Clemson with the senior quarterback, they've been in this game many times. They've been pointing to this game for weeks. They walked through last week and almost blew it versus BC. I think they will rise up, as Sam Hurd would say, this weekend and take out the Noles. This week's MEP Song of the Week. Virginia needs a win. You can infer what it means. If they get a win this week, it'll go a long way to making a certain head coach here a little more safe and sound. Gators in Missouri. I like their chances without James Franklin. Early start, not as rowdy of a crowd as they need. Huskies headed to CumU. No issues. You know what's safe and sound? The Huskies' undefeated record is safe and sound. You know what's not safe and sound? Michigan's undefeated record. Hulkamania? Is it still the talk of the town there, or could there be some cracks in the foundation there? I don't know, maybe he brings another 5,000 donuts this weekend, and that'll help him try to beat the Hoosiers. So watch out for those Hoosiers. Tip and Tony headed here this weekend. Should be a blast. See the Bears take out the Skins on Sunday. Is the Detroit Tigers season safe and sound? I don't know. MEPs, top 7, week 8. Thanks for listening. See you next week.